Hello everyone, welcome back. We're doing my pan 25 items in 2025. These are all the items I'm thinking to pan or finish. And then as I finish these, I'm going to add more items. So in total, I have 100 items. But let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you everything in separate orders. This is the first time I'm doing a project pan. I'll bring you in. But I am the kind of person that will use a product that I love. I never used to keep a lot in my collection until I start reviewing it now. I naturally end up panning things without much effort. I say without much effort. It obviously will take time, but it happens without my knowledge. So those are two items that I've previously panned just because I heavily used them and I did love them. However, this time I'm going to intentionally pan stuff. So let's start off with the lip category. I've got quite a few different things here. So initially I was looking to get a lipstick. So these two shades that I have is Pillow Talk 2 Medium, which is practically a full lipstick there. And that's the shade, which I feel like it pulls a bit too brown on me. It's not exactly the shade that I would want to go for. And then I've got Sexy Sienna, and that's the shade I have there, which I feel like when I do wear it, it pulls a bit orange. I don't know, it just doesn't look the most flattering on me. I've not been gravitating towards either one. However, when I mix both of the shades, I've realised I get my perfect colour. That's more of the kind of shade that I prefer to wear. And then I've got the Summer Fridays lip oil. If you've seen my monthly favourites and products that I don't get along with, this is one of the ones that I do not like. However, because I've got it, I don't want to buy another lip oil. But I found a way that I can use it. If I put that on top, that gives me my perfect lip shade. However, this lip oil, it just slips and slides everywhere. But can you see the difference from the original lip colours to my potentially my go-to lip colour? And then that's just the perfect shade for me. So I'm hoping to use these three products together. And then I've got my Pillow Talk, which again is one of those products that I've naturally just ended up finishing. I love this shade. So whilst I'm using them combined, I can just line my lips with that. However, that's 4 products in one go. And whilst that seems convenient, I feel like it's a bit of it's a whole routine just to do my lips. So I'll see how I get along with it. But I'm happy that I don't have to buy another shade. And I am really happy with those two combinations and the Pillow Talk I love. I'll just show you how much product I have. That's it on my hand. And the other ones, they're hard for me to tell you how much I've actually used. But I do think I'll end up finishing them. So I don't really need to track them much. And if you're after one of those, I've tried my best to mark items, but I just love makeup and I'm just going to end up enjoying what I have and try to make the most of it. I have used this a fair amount. If I squeeze everything out, I get up to here. I get to the R in Fridays. This really dries my lip out, so I'll see how I get on, but I want to use this up by the end of this year just because I hate products going to waste. And I like the shine it gives me, so I am going to try to use it. But those are my lip products I want to completely finish this year. These two products I hate. Those two shades individually I do not like. And the Charlotte Tilbury product, lip pencil, I do love it. But combined, they are my perfect shades. Let's move on to a different category. Shall we do the palettes? So you're going to think I'm crazy. Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot. This is another lip product, but this is a lip and cheek product. I've had this for years and years now. But yeah, that's the shade. I can use this on my cheeks as well. I do really like this. I don't have a lot left in it, to be fair, just the edges. But to be completely honest, because it's right around the edges, it's difficult to use just as a lip product. I might try to use it as a blush, but we'll see how I get along with it. I am going to try to finish it completely, but if I can't, I won't be too upset about it. I can't even tell you. I don't know what exactly it is, because can you see that? I've had it that long that the markings are all off. but it's in the shade Kiss Me Quick. But I'm going to try to finish that completely. Now moving on. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I do not like this at all, just because of how difficult it is for me to work with it. So let's start off with it. This palette, it might look like it's been used because in person it does look like it has, and I have tried to give it a fair shot. I will be doing a 1 week 1 palette with this. However, I got this thinking I can use I don't even know what they are, but the creamy shades as a blush. I can use it on my lips. Honestly, I have seen other YouTubers use it on your lips, but for me, it just horribly dried my lips out. It did not sit well. It was not good. As blush, it's okay, but it fades quite fast. It doesn't really stay on. The powder shades, I absolutely love them. I feel like there's a learning curve, and I'll just have to adjust to that and find out what works best for me. I am not planning to completely empty this palette because I still want to love the products that I'm using. However, I do want to get good use out of it. I would like hit pan on maybe 2 of any of the shades here, and then maybe use quite a few of the other ones, quite a decent amount. That's my plan for now. But more than anything, I just want to use it as much as I can. I just want to get my money's worth and just see if I can actually end up loving it. The shades are lovely. If I swatch some, I feel like that's a nice shade. Oh, I forgot. They're so difficult to swatch. I like that shade. I was surprised by this shade. When I do my eye looks with it, it turns out so good. I use this in my crease. I like this little mauve kind of colour. I think that'll go really nice with the lip colours as well. Can you tell? I feel like they'll just really go nicely to make a nice look. I don't know. I can see myself using all these, the bottom row, these 3, and maybe this one just to set, but we'll see how we get on. I do love an all matte look as well, and this palette does give you a really nice all matte effortless look if you use the powdered shades, but it's just so difficult to use. I don't even know why I'm putting this in my project pan, but I'm trying to get the most use out of it. I'm only going to try to hit pan on a few. This is what we're starting off with. Now moving on to a palette that I think will be quite easy to use up. My daughter managed to get into this before I could record, so you can see some of her scratch marks or where she got into it. I'm thinking to use, I want to hit pan on those 7 shades. I like this all over the lid, and then these 2 look quite similar to me. But those are maybe if I hit pan on 5 of those shades, any of those out of the 7, by the end of the year I will be very happy. But that's the plan for that palette. I've had this for a long time, and I know they've discontinued it, but when I got it, there was a lot going on. I was completing my degree. I didn't really get the chance to use it, and the formula and everything seems fine. And then moving on to this palette, as you can see, I've hit pan on 4 of the shades already, and it was unintentional, so I'm hoping I can use the rest up quite easily. What I tend to do these days is I just run my brush through the top, and then I run my brush through the bottom and use as much as I can. But by the end of this year, I want to hit pan on these 2 shades, and I want to completely use up the rest of it. So we'll see if we can get there. But that's the palette in the beginning of the year. And then let's move on to some of the beauty products. So I got this in the Cult Beauty Advent Calendar. It's only 15ml. Let's put it on this one. You don't need a lot, but it gives you a really nice shine. I tend to only really wear this if I've got foundation on, but I am hoping to completely finish this by the end of this year. I've got the Soft Ochre from MAC. I don't know if you can see the dip. There's not much of a dip, but I want to hit pan on this by the end of the year. Another product that I want to hit pan on. I feel like this is going to be very difficult because I've been using this quite a bit, but you can't tell at all. I feel like it's really not that obvious, but it's just to set my foundation with, just to brighten a bit under my eyes. This is from Bobbi Brown. It's the brightening finishing powder. I do enjoy this, so I don't think it'll be too difficult to use up. However, I don't do my makeup all the time. I don't wear foundation all the time, maybe like a few times in the month or the year. We'll see how we get on. then this is going to be hard to use up, but as long as I get some use out of it, I'll be happy, and hopefully I can hit pan on it. A product that I want to completely finish is this milk. I feel like the thing is, it's quite difficult to see how much product I have left in this, but I am towards the end of it, and it's another one of those products it's the only concealer I have. I get up to the middle of the M and then I can see product coming out, so I don't think there's much in this. I should be able to use that up in a month or two. Honestly, do you know, I normally just use my products till they're finished. I've never really struggled to do a project pan, but now that my collection is growing, I think I might struggle a bit. But even then, right now, this is the only concealer I have, apart from the Pinpoint concealer from Lisa Eldridge, and I don't like that, so I'm just taking a break from it. Another product that I don't like is the Huda Beauty Quick and Easy. So the reason I've got this one in here is because I thought one of those days that I do a no makeup look, I could just line my eyes and just call it a day, just to add a bit of enhancement on top of the mascara I use. But because I don't like it, I'm not gravitating towards it. I do like how thin it is, but I don't know how I'll be able to measure it for you and let you know how much I've used. But that's something I'm going to focus on this year. And then there's only one product that I've got for scents. But once this finishes, I'll roll on another one. But I have used this. How do I tell you? So I've used that much already from the beginning of the year till now. I feel like I get through this quite fast. It's easy to use and I like the mist. That's the only perfume or scented product I have. Moving on to skincare. Let me see if I can... Because I love this that much, and you can only use this maybe once or twice a week, and this is going to be my project pan because you can see I've already marked it. But then I swapped it out for this because I neglect this because of this. So I'm going to try to use this and finish it completely. I've got a lot left in this. So when I try to squeeze it out, I get up to here. So I've got a good few uses. I know this is quite an easy one, but then I've got some really hard items, so I'll give myself some grace with this. And then I've got 2 eye creams. So I've got the Ren Clean Skincare, and then I've got the Rotary Super Bright Eye Gel. I do really enjoy the Rotary, but recently, we're doing all the eye tutorials and stuff, my eye feel a bit dry, and this has been really good. Nothing else has helped me like this. So this nourishes, but this soothes. But initially when I put this on, it stings now for some reason. But I want to use these 2 up. I've got a decent amount left, but if you can see that from the beginning of this year till now, I have used that a fair amount. You can't really tell as easily as the other one how much I've used, but I have marked it where I started off. I'm hoping to finish those in a few months. And then I've got the Elemis Superfood Facial Oil. I've come to realise I'm not the kind of person that likes facial oils. However, this product is really expensive and I do want to use it up. It does feel nice the next morning. It's just initially I don't like the texture of it. I've been using it at night. That's where I started off with. Can you see it? And then I've got a toner, and I don't know why I always end up neglecting my toners. So I love this toner. It's from Glow Recipe. It works for my skin. Everything I want from a toner, this will do. However, I don't know why I just don't gravitate towards it, and I've got a backup of this as well. I do need to use it up. That's that item. And then another category that I feel like I neglect a lot is hand creams. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. This is practically full. That's how much I've used up at the moment. So that's how much I can get up to. And I'm hoping I'll end up using this in the next month. And then the last category I have here is for hair products. The Olaplex, you all know that I love it. However, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with it, if I'm being completely honest. I like to use it, but it's too much effort to put it on before, and then I don't know if the kids will wake up or if I've got time or I've got to do X, Y and Z. Normally when I go shower, it's very spontaneous. So it's just finding the time to use this. Right now it's up to here. So I've got half left. I just really need to be mindful to use this. I do really love it. I like what it does for my hair, but it's just so much hassle to find the time to use it. I've got the Gisou here. I like this for the winter months. As you can tell, it's practically full. That's how much where it lands on. You only need a droplet or 2. or your hair starts to look a bit like greasy or oily. I do like what it does for my hair, but I like the Colour Wow Mist more. I don't gravitate towards this as much. I'm trying to save that for the summer, so if I can get through this in the next few months, I can put that into rotation. And then this product here, I'm up to that line there. I love this. It's everything I want from this. And it's easy to use. You just put it through your hair before you're going to shower. Very easy, very fast. And it really does help me. I like it. It helps my hair look shiny, healthier. It's easy to style with. And then I've got this hair density serum, intense, for fine thinning hair. So after having kids and then breastfeeding, I'm trying to wean my son, the hormonal imbalance. My hair went through a phase where I was shredding hair. Now my hair seems to be growing from everywhere apart from my head. So hopefully this will help. But as you can see, it's a full bottle because I don't know why. I don't have it in me to be consistent with this for some reason. I just don't know why. But I'm going to put it with my vitamins and hopefully that will help. I don't know how I'm going to go about this. I don't know if I should do monthly updates or I should do every 3 months and see how we get on. However, just a little sneak peek if you did get to the end. My overall aim with my palettes is to hit pan on at least one shade in every single palette I have. So we'll see how we get on with that and where we reach to at the end. So I might do every 6 months updates on that. But every time one of these items goes, I'm going to try to add another one. I want to finish 100 products this year. Let me know if you want to see monthly, 3 monthly or 6 monthly videos or what you think is best. But thank you for watching. Bye.